Hi friends, welcome to GMK tutorials. In this video, we are going to discussing about the sixth unit, that is nothing but state space analysis. Okay, state space analysis. So before go through this unit or go through the concept, first of all, why we are moving into the state space analysis. Basically, up to now from unit number 1, like if you go for the open loop consideration, closed loop systems, block diagram prediction techniques, time response analysis, fourth unit is nothing like frequency response analysis, and all concepts are maybe related to only transfer functions only. In each and everywhere we are trying to find out the transfer function. Based on the transfer function, we are trying to find out the poles and all that. So there is a one flexibility will be there. Then why should we are moving into the state space means in case of the transfer function point of view, we are not considering any kind of the initial considerations. Like మనం ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ఫంక్షన్ ఐడెంటిఫై చేసినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇనిషియల్ కండిషన్స్ని కన్సిడరేషన్లో తీసుకోలేదు. బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ గో ఫర్ ది ప్రాక్టికల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ, ఇనిషియల్ కండిషన్స్ లేకుండా మనం ఏ సిస్టమ్ని డిజైన్ చేయం. So that's why the state space analysis is also applicable for both the concept. That is nothing but it is the state space analysis takes the consideration of initial conditions also into the account. So before that one, let us see what is meant by state and what is meant by space and state space analysis, right? So we have three types of meanings are there. One is nothing but a state, and the second one is nothing but a state variable, and the last one is nothing but a analysis. So state, state variable. Okay, so obviously what is meant by state and what is meant by state variable. State means the present operating condition of the system, generally called as a state. Okay, state means present operating condition, present operating condition. Okay, state means present operating condition. Then what is meant by state variable means with the help of a state variable we can define the state. Okay, with the help of a state variable, with the help of state variable we will define state. So that is the basic difference between state and state variable. State means the present operating condition of the system. At the same time, state variable is nothing but with the help of a state variables we can define the state. Sir, how we are going to identify the state? State can be identified based on the storage elements. It can be identified under stored elements in the system. So మనం సిస్టంలో ఏమైనా స్టోరేజ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే వాటిని బేస్ చేసుకొని we can identify the system. So that is nothing but suppose if you are taking inductor, capacitor, these are the storage elements. So in case of the system, is there any inductor, capacitor present? Obviously inductor and capacitor stores the energy. That's why we can identify the corresponding system is a state of that one. State variable means that with the help of a corresponding variables we can define the system. Then what is meant by analysis? State space analysis. So analysis means that suppose if you are taking any two-dimensional function, so మనం ఇలా కన్సిడర్ చేసి ఒక పాయింట్ మెన్షన్ చేసామంటే దిస్ పాయింట్ కెన్ బి బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దీస్ టూ కోఆర్డినేట్స్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ జనరల్లీ కాల్డ్ స్పేస్ అని చెప్తాం. సపోజ్ పాయింట్ ఉందంటే x, y లొకేషన్ బేస్ చేసుకుని ఎక్కడ ఉంది, ఇలాంటి దాన్ని మనం బేసికల్లీ స్పేస్ అని చెప్తాం. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ యూ గో ఫర్ n స్పేస్, స్టేట్ స్పేస్ అనాలిసిస్ అని ఒక n డైమెన్షన్ అయితే n డైమెన్షనల్ స్పేస్ అనాలిసిస్ అని చెప్తాం. Then this is okay fine. I think all of you having some basic meaning is nothing but state is nothing but present operating condition of the system or maybe stored variable. At the same time, state variable means that with the help of a state variable we can define the state of the system. So just keep aside for a minute. Okay, then what is meant by transfer function? Basically all of you have transfer function is nothing but, so transfer function is nothing but y of omega by x of omega in terms of Fourier domain, or maybe y of s by x of l in Laplacian domain. So these transfer functions is only applicable for the LTI systems. Okay, these transfer systems are only applicable for LTI systems. Why? Because LTI system means a linear time invariant system. LTI means a linear time invariant system. Linear time invariant. So what is meant by linear? Linear means that the system which satisfies the both superposition theorem plus homogeneous. So that is generally called as a LTA system, linear time system. That means the system time invariant means that the output of the system cannot changes with respect to the time. And the time to output change kaakunda unte that is generally called as a time invariant cheptam. And the system which satisfies linearity property and time invariant property, those kind of the systems are generally called as a LTA systems. So for LTA system we have a relationship that is nothing but y of t is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of tau into h of t minus tau into d tau. I think all of you having this basic fundamental equation. This equation is also called as convolution equation. Okay, or convolution integral. Suppose if you are applying the Fourier transform to this one, you will get the transfer function actually. So that is the basic. But it is not possible always the real time signals and real time systems always it is not a LTA system because of the corresponding output may be changes with the temperature or maybe time or maybe based on the input values also. So for that purpose LTA systems is always cannot be exist in the real time also. So such a kind of the systems cannot be analyzed with the help of a transfer function analysis. So for that purpose state space analysis is came into the picture. That is one reason. At the same time, if this transfer function analysis is also applicable for only one system, that is nothing but it is only transfer function analysis. The transfer function analysis is applicable. Okay, is applicable for SISO system. That means this transfer function is only applicable for single input and single output systems only. Suppose if you go for multiple input and MIMO system, multiple input, multiple output systems point of view, this transfer function analysis cannot be applied. So that is also one of the limitation of a transfer function analysis. I think all of you have the basic idea about this one, right? Then coming to the advantages point of view in case of the state space analysis, so I will mention some of the points related to this one. So this state space analysis is applicable for both the LTA systems as well as the LTV system. That means linear time invariant system as well as the linear time variant system. Let it be LTIV, linear time invariant, at the same time linear time variant systems. At the same time, in case of the state space analysis, we are also take the considerations of initial conditions. Initial conditions also take into the consideration. That is also one of the important. So all internal states are taken into the counter. Okay, that is also one of the advantages of the state space analysis. At the same time, for if you want to analyze the MIMO system, it is also possible with the help of a state space analysis. MIMO means that multiple input and multiple output system. Suppose if you go for the real-time application like means our mobile communications nowadays are using the MIMO, that means multiple input and multiple output means that multiple transmitters are used in one side, at the same time multiple receivers are used in the receiving section. Next, controllability and observability. Obviously, what is meant by controllability means suppose if you are controlling the system, that is nothing but a controllable. Simple, okay na? If you are controlling the system, that is nothing but controllability. What is meant by observability? Observability అంటే just చూస్తాం అంటే అవుట్పుట్ సైడ్ లో నువ్వు అవుట్పుట్ ఏం వచ్చిందని జస్ట్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ అబ్జర్వబిలిటీ. ఓకేనా? సో కంట్రోలబిలిటీ మీన్స్ we can control the system, that is generally called controllability. Observability means just we are observing the output at a output side. That is nothing but basic meaning of the controllability and observability. I think all of you having this glance about it, right? Now, so up to now it is everything is fine, right? State space analysis, introduction, why we are using transfer function analysis topic. Suppose if you go for the transfer function, there is a lot of complication. If the order of the transfer function is increases, we need to find out each and every time poles and zeros. Based on the poles and zeros, we can plot the pole zero plot and we can analyze the system. So that is also complexity is also increases. But if we go for the state space analysis, just we are representing every system in terms of the matrices only. That is one of the greatest advantage in case of the state space analysis. Okay. So I think up to now it is clear, right? So in this state space analysis, we have two types of important equations are there. That is nothing but x dot is equal to a into x plus b into u. At the same time, second equation y is equal to cx plus du. These are the two fundamental equations for state space analysis. Without knowing the meaning of the state space analysis, without knowing these two basics of equations, we cannot analyze any system. That is a basic thing, right? So here x dot is nothing but derivative of x, where x is nothing but a state variable or maybe considered as a state, where u is nothing but an input, it is nothing but an input, it is nothing but a state variable or state variable, okay, or maybe state of the system also. So here see, x is also same meaning, u is also same meaning. These are the two important equations. Suppose if you rewrite this equation, there is one more representation. dx by dt is equal to a into x plus b into u. Okay, dy by dt, sorry, dx by dt is equal to ax into bu. So this is generally called as the rate of change of state is equal to depends on the state as well as the input also. So if you know the meaning of the equation, every analysis is also very easy. So basically ఇక్కడ ఏమంటున్నాం, dx by dt అంటే మనం ఇక్కడ చేంజ్ అని మాట్లాడుతాం. The rate of change of state is depends on the state and the input. What is the state? Previous state of the state, previous output of the corresponding state, that is nothing but present condition of the system as well as the input. These two variables decides the rate of change of the state. That is the meaning of the rate of change of state is equal to depends on the state as well as the input also. This is a basic example. So let me clear very clearly. Just I will take one more small example. I think all of you having a counters. This word is very familiar to every domain. It may be easy, electrical or maybe anything. So let it be considered in case of a 3-bit counter, Q2, Q1, Q0. This is nothing but a state. Okay. So this is nothing but state of the condition. So let it be considered. One clock will be there, like assuming like this. So in case of the counters, what are the possibilities if you are designing a 3-bit counter? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So if you are taking count, I mean clock is into consideration. So 0, 0 means a state 0, 1, 2, right? So here state is nothing but this state. Suppose if the counter may be shifting from this state to this state, obviously you need to store the value. If you don't have the previous state of the previous condition of the counter, we cannot shift it to the next state. So that's why we need to store the previous state. That is generally called as the state of the system. Then the state can be decided by the Q2 and Q1 and Q0. That means if any one of the Q1 or if any one of these three variables are changes, obviously state of the system is also changes. That means this is generally called the state variables. The state variables decides the present state of the system also. So that is the basic meaning, okay na? So here in case if Q0 is maybe changing from 0 to 1, obviously state is also changing from 0 to 1. That means this Q2 and Q1 and Q0 values decides the state of the system. That's why these three values are generally called as a state variables. Okay, this is called as a state variables. Why? Because state variables, with the help of a state variables, we can define the state of the system. So with the help of a Q2, Q1 and Q0, we can decide the state of the counter. That's why it is called as a state variables. This is the state of the counter. Okay, I think all of you having a basic meaning of this one. So this is the one important criteria. Suppose if you go for any network point of view, let it be one small example for network point of view. So let it be considered one resistor followed by one inductor, one capacitor. Let it be assuming like that. So this is nothing but R, L, C. So if it is a series network, means that obviously some current is flowing through this one. I will call it as a E time. This is generally called the output section. This is nothing but VC. VC is nothing but voltage across the corresponding capacitor. In this consider, if you closely observe this equation, there is a two types of state variables are there. State variable means that which decides the state of the system. First of all, we have to identify what is meant by state. So basically, as per basic idea of state is nothing but which stores the value. Storage elements in the system are generally called the state of the system. If you are observe this one, this is nothing but an inductor. This is nothing but a capacitor. Inductor and capacitor stores the values, right? That means the storage elements in the system is generally called the state of the system. So that's why these two are the state of the system. Then the storage element can be controlled by the corresponding current passing through the corresponding inductor, right? Generally, inductor formula is equal to IL is equal to L into dA by dt. Suppose VL is equal to, in terms of KVL quantum, VL is equal to L into dA by dt. So dA by dt is nothing but rate of change of current, right? The rate of change of current decides the VL value. That means voltage stored in the inductor. So that's why the current I is generally called a state variable. Why? Because the storage can be decided by the inductor current passing through the inductor. So that's why current is a state variable in the corresponding electrical network. But if you go for the, in this case, voltage point of view, because voltage across the capacitor, VC is equal to C into dV by dt. So here voltage is the state variable. Why? Because the state variable decides the storage of the capacitor. That's why with this we can analyze the, first of all, any system, it may be electrical system or it may be mechanical system, we have to identify the state and the state variables, then only it is also easy for our analysis also. I think all of you having, in case of second unit or mathematical analysis model, you are also observing so many equations. Suppose if you are taking any mass element, if you are applying any force on the mass element, obviously some force, therefore there is some displacement x. I think all of you are having this kind of the basic. So from this, what is the basic equation for this one? F is equal to ma. So from this, A is equal to dV by dt is equal to F by ma. Yes sir, where A is nothing but acceleration, okay, dV by dt is nothing but acceleration, F by ma. So at the same time, if you consider V is nothing but dx by dt here. So dx by dt, the rate of change of displacement is nothing but voltage, that is nothing but velocity also. Okay, so here in this case also we are not considering any kind of the initial conditions. Here also not considering initial conditions. Suppose if you want to analyze the corresponding circuit, obviously if you are using a capacitor value, capacitor inductor, initially it is having some storage element. So that's why we need to consider while the designing of the any network with the initial condition. Because of this initial condition, values also may be affect the performance of the system. That is also very important consideration. So how you are deciding this one? Let it be, take a small example. In your programming point of view, if you are using any program, like in terms of a MATLAB point of view, just I will discuss. In case of MATLAB, we are using 3 commands: CLC, clear, closer. These are always we are using. Why? Without this program is not using. Without this also program is also executed. The main thing is nothing but whatever the variables were previously used, that variables data can be cleared. Otherwise, that variable data may be considered into the program. At that time, it may be creates another value. So that's why also in our C language also we are using garbage value. So that's why we need to clear the value. So for that purpose, every time where A is equal 0, initially we are trying to set each and every value may be 0 value. So that is a basic meaning of the state space analysis. What is meant by state is nothing but which shows the operating condition of the system. State variable means that with the help of a state variable, we can define the system. Analysis means that if you any point is located in the 2-dimension or 3-dimension, this can be decided by the corresponding axis. It may be 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional or maybe n-dimensional. So what is meant by transfer function? How we are going to represent the convolution formula, and what are the advantages point of view of a state space analysis. This is just a brief introduction about the state space analysis. Okay.